Oklahoma City's budget plans for the next year could impact the city services you get every day.
The number for the 2026 fiscal year brings cuts to multiple city departments. So tonight we're going in focus on how the proposed budget could impact you. First, we'll look at the state of the budget and the numbers the city is proposing, and then we'll take a deep dive into the budget cuts and the impact, including impacts to public safety and city parks. State law requires Oklahoma City to adopt a budget every year which controls the city's programs and finances during the fiscal year. That starts July 1st and ends June 30th.
The city says the budget for the 2026 fiscal year is $2 billion, which is $29 million more than last year. But here are where the cuts come in. While the total budget has increased, operating funds are going down by more than $8 million. The city says it's caused by a slow revenue growth and increasing expenses. Because of the shortfall, most city departments were asked to cut their budget by 4.5%. Now, those cuts looked a little different for city police and fire, with both only taking a 1.5% budget reduction.
But both departments will see cuts with their staffing. Our Matt McCabe takes us inside the police budget, explains how different groups are now reacting.
Amanda and Carl, the city has divided its department budget presentations up across this month. Council is making up their own opinions before a final vote next week.
For almost 3 hours on Tuesday, the Oklahoma City Council looked at numbers for next year's budget. Police Chief Ron Basie shared the outlook for his department, a proposed nearly $298 million budget. It includes freezing 20 vacant officer positions. Despite the cut, he said the department has a need to grow.
We know that we got, I think, the World Cup of softball in 2026. We may or may not have some FIFA involvement. We've got the Olympics coming in 2028. It's a really big lift, and it's going to require a lot of coordination. And we have a great partnership with our federal partnerships and the other metro agencies that are willing to kick in. But the Real-Time Information Center is a game changer in how we keep people safe, and we absolutely will need more resources as we move forward.
He also addressed recent news, the DOJ dropping its investigation into the department.
We got a closure letter, but the work doesn't stop. What most people don't realize is when we talk about some of the issues in our community, many of us that wear this uniform are impacted by that as well in our personal lives.
A series of people spoke against the budget during public comment.
We need to get creative in how to fund them.
One thing that is a good initiative is the mobile integrated health teams. Please keep this going.
We need sidewalks. We need drainage solutions.
With council thinking on it all for another week.
Earlier this month, we spoke with union leaders for Oklahoma City's fire and police departments. Each said that they were opposed to cutting public safety positions. Carl?
Matt, thank you. This isn't the first time budgets have been reduced for city police and fire. The city asked both departments to shrink their budgets and freeze positions for 2021 and this current fiscal year. The city says it had only received 19 public comments on the budget leading into today, and only 3 were about public safety. Oklahoma City's Parks and Rec Department is also operating on a budget constraint. And when we think of that department, we often think of sports.
But News 9's Jordan Frimstead shows us it's also a place that helps children step out of their comfort zone and into memories that last a lifetime.
It means a lot to me.
You may see this Northwest OKC Recreation Center as a brick building.
I love this place.
Or you could look at Optimus Performing Arts Center through Toby Tobin's eyes.
There's a lot of magic in these walls.
She works with children as the Performing Arts Director for City Parks and Rec.
Theater classes, we have dance classes, we have piano lessons, and I also do senior citizens, like they're another group instead of myself. I started doing it 30 years ago and I wasn't a senior citizen yet, and now I say, yeah, I got my seniors tonight, and they're like, what, your friends are coming over or what?
Passion doesn't age for anyone who stands on this stage.
It's by far one of the most successful.
However, Oklahoma City Parks and Rec Director Melinda McMillan Miller will admit budgets are tight.
It is a pure balancing act.
Curtains pulled on city money means limits for programming, but they're making do.
We're just working within that framework and structure that we're given.
Recreation manager Lisa Hubble says they advocate for these experiences.
And we will be looking towards building on the programs we have, but it'll be through a budgetary process.
Performing arts shaped Melinda.
Dramatically changed my life and really, I think, helped make me who I am today.
Stage presence builds confidence
And that's important.
and creativity.
Take the written word and make it real.
If you're still not sold, meet Grace Carter.
I'm here to talk to you today about our concerns for what is most certainly my favorite place in the world.
Grace found the courage to share the impact of Optimist to city council members.
I gained some of my closest friends, many of whom are behind me today.
Confidence she found at Optimist.
A community that's allowing myself and so many others to grow into strong, confident, and well-spoken people.
And I would have been scared to do that.
We cannot endure another round of budget cuts.
She did a terrific job.
You could study the value of this building within the city's budget.
Kids can be kids here.
Or you could stop by for a visit.
Together.
And have a look for yourself.
That's why I love this building, because it's full of dreams.
Jordan Fremstead, Oklahoma's Own.
It's easy to see those dreams when you're part of it.
News 9.
Now, the city is in the process of renovating another theater space at Sellers Recreation Center that's in southwest OKC. And the city is always looking for volunteers and sponsors for children. We have more information inside this story at news9.com. Now, the city's airport department says it too will see a small budget cut. It comes amid a decrease in revenue for the upcoming fiscal year. The department expects revenue for the 2026 fiscal year to go down by $8 million. Officials say it's because airlines are expecting a 3.5% decrease in passengers next year.
The airlines anticipate this fiscal year or this next year that they'll see a reduction in passengers. A lot of that has to do with consumer confidence. You've seen that at the national level go down.
The airport department says it has seen a 2% decrease in passengers so far for this calendar year.
And the city's 2026 proposed budget will not be able to fund 27 positions from the current fiscal year. So on top of the staffing cuts and freezes within police and fire, 8 other city departments will also cut positions. Most of those, though, are vacant ones. The city is also considering cutting Embark Route 19 to save $270,000. It serves the northeast side of OKC, and City Council did discuss possibly keeping it running for another year. The budget is set to be adopted on June 3rd, which is when the City Council will vote on it. Oklahoma City Mayor David Holt will deliver his annual State of the City address on July 16th. This marks the 7th address he will give since he was elected in 2018.